Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I here have the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 5i laptop, a decent budget mid-range laptop which costed only about £500 here in the UK, but there are a couple of things that do stand out for the price it demands, making it an absolute bargain for your money. What those are? Let's check them out. So yeah, you get the standard brown box for packaging, but it is solidly packed. As you can see, the padding which it's got, so there should be no damage whilst shipping. Inside you have the laptop. We have it in this nice abyss blue shade. The shade is blue with a hint of green in it, and it's really nice. You also get a USB-C power brick, which is 60 watts, really nice. I'm glad we moved away from those ugly old adapters as they were an absolute pain. So really nice to have USB-C here. Just one thing, the cable is very lengthy, which is nice, but on the other side, instead of a USB-C port, it's got this proprietary plug which is fixed as well. It's a shame that it's not your typical USB-C brick, so you could have used any cable with it, but still this laptop charges via USB-C, so you can use any fast USB charger which you have. Let's look at the laptop. The first thing you do notice right away that this laptop is really solid built. It's like a tank, and because of that is heavy at a whopping 1.89 kilograms. A typical laptop of this size and price range usually weighs in about 1.5 to 1.6 kilograms. So this Lenovo laptop is certainly heavier than the rest. Do keep that in mind if you decide to buy this. Now let's connect it and power it on. A quick setup later. We here have Windows 11 Home Edition. Let's change the wallpaper for a better one, as this default Lenovo wallpaper does not do justice to the screen. Lenovo should seriously consider changing it out of the box. And here we go. Right away, the keyboard is backlit, which is not something you usually see in a laptop in this price range. So it's really cool to have this option. The screen is a 16-inch Full HD LCD panel with a slightly tall aspect ratio. The resolution is 1920 x 1200 pixels, supporting up to 75 Hz of refresh rate. Now, 1920 x 1080p is the standard for this kind of laptops, but the taller display, you get black borders while watching content. Here it is in comparison with my traditional 16:10 ratio Samsung laptop. So with videos, you definitely see those black borders, but it is very useful when working with documents or spreadsheets, as you can see slightly more before scrolling. The screen is matte with anti-glare coating. It's decent and bright enough. Colors are vibrant, and with the screen being matte, you do get less reflections. Watching Netflix and other streaming services, the videos are fine, as you can see. The laptop has top-firing speakers and they do sound decent. Let me play one of my videos which has got both soundtrack and vocals.
Hi guys, welcome to the full review of iPhone 15 Pro Max after a month of continuous usage. I will talk about everything from the new materials defects out of the box to battery life, overheating issues, and every way in which my user experience was improved considering all of its new features.
Now, on the top, you almost have a notch-like design for the web camera, but the notch doesn't flow into the screen, so no interruptions here from it. And it also forms a latch and helps you in opening your laptop when it's closed. Clever design here. Just make sure that you don't lift it from the exact center point, as you will be touching the camera if you do so. Place your finger slightly off center and then lift it. The webcam is pretty decent at Full HD 1080p resolution. It supports Windows Hello, so you can use Face Unlock to log in. It really is perfect for all your video calls. Also, you have a physical slider, perfect to give you that additional level of security in case you're worried. I have seen many, even at workplace, using stickers to cover this up, but yeah, here you have an inbuilt physical cover, that too in this bright red color, so you know for sure that your camera is covered. The keyboard is really good as well. Again, at this price point, usually manufacturers cut costs here, but not Lenovo. The keys themselves feel very precise. They are of good size, at the same time have decent travel in between them. You get a full number pad as well, as this is the bigger 16-inch version. The keys are pretty silent too. Here, listen to this. Coming to the trackpad, it's not huge like you get on some laptops, but it is of decent size. Sufficient enough for you to perform all multi-touch gestures which Windows support. It clicks at the bottom on both sides, giving you right and left clicks. Also, there isn't much flex when I try to apply pressure on this keyboard. As you can see, this really is one tough laptop. Now with the ports, you're fully covered as well. To the left side, you have a full HDMI 1.4 port along with two USB-C 3.2 ports and a 3.5mm headphone jack. To the other side, you have two USB 3.2 Type A ports along with a micro SD card reader. So plenty here without the need for purchasing an additional dongle. Also on board, you have Bluetooth 5.1 along with Wi-Fi 6 support. The storage is pretty decent as well. You get half a terabyte of fast SSD storage. Now, let's talk about performance. Under the hood, you have a 13th Gen Intel Core i5 processor in this model. It is i5-13420H to be precise. It is an 8-core processor with 4 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores supporting max 4.9 GHz of speeds with turbo boost. The graphics card you get is the integrated Intel UHD card. Also on board is 16 GB of DDR5 RAM, which again is something which you usually don't see at this price point. Both the processor and RAM combined gives you that upper end of mid-tier laptop performances. Booting up this laptop from complete power down takes about 10 seconds, which is pretty fast. I keep pushing this laptop with about 15 Chrome tabs opened, 10 on Firefox, Microsoft suite of apps running, and it barely breaks a sweat. Here are the scores from Geekbench, and as you can see, you do get that decent top tier of mid-range performance. I also could get decent gaming performance out of this laptop. Casual gaming is totally fine. Even with online resource-intensive gaming, I felt this was pretty manageable. You could really use this laptop for gaming, but I still feel that you should consider getting an even powerful processor with a dedicated graphics card if you're serious about your PC gaming. Office-related stuff is where this laptop is not only very comfortable with, but it even shines. All Office apps installed on the laptop or even on the cloud work totally fine. And for running and compiling code, if you're a programmer, this laptop handles that fine as well. I tried running a huge SQL query and it just worked without any issues. Battery life is pretty solid as well. Under the hood, you get a 75.4 watt-hour battery, and seems like that extra weight which this laptop has pays off here. You can manage all-day battery life. I use this laptop intensively, running updates and installing apps for about 2 hours, and the battery drained by about 25%. Streaming a full movie from Netflix, the battery drained about 15%. I chose to play the movie Leave the World Behind. It's really an awesome, thought-provoking movie. It's about 2 hours, 20 minutes long, and the battery went down by only 15%. Brightness was set to max, and there were apps running in the background as well. So, in conclusion, it's really a decent laptop with excellent build quality, high-def web camera, an amazing keyboard, which is backlit as well, plethora of ports, and a fast mid-range Intel processor with excellent 16 gigs of RAM. If I have to talk about downsides, guys, then it's only the extra weight. But to counteract that, you do get a decent capacity battery inside this laptop. So at about £500 price point, this is really one packed mid-range laptop. And to be honest, I couldn't find any others with the same specs for that price point. No wonder they sold out like hotcakes. Still, I will leave links below where you can find this laptop for a decent bargain. Please do check them out. So guys, that's all for the video. If you have any questions about this laptop, please do leave them in the comment section down below and I'll try to respond to all of them. Also, the usual drill, guys. If you're enjoying my content, a like to this video will be immensely helpful. And please do consider subscribing, support my channel so I can keep making these videos for you. And as always, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. Wish you all a happy new year, guys. I'll see you with a new video in the new year.